It's your boy, Crypto Rock, all crypto loyal to none. Hey, listen, y'all. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Let's get right into it. My question is Bitcoin freedom? What do you say? I want to introduce to you the Bitcoin Lightning Network. What exactly is it and why is it important? Now, we know Bitcoin is the world's most widely used and valuable digital currency that allows us to send value without a trusted middleman. Bitcoin has some advanced scripting that allows us to program the instructions for funds. But there are some drawbacks to Bitcoin's decentralized design. Let's talk about it. Bam! We back. Now, getting right into it. If we were to compare Bitcoin to Visa, Visa can process up to 1,700 transactions per second, while Bitcoin does 7, which means transactions can take anywhere from 10 minutes up to an hour before they're confirmed. Now, we have to remember that Bitcoin is decentralized, uses proof of work, miners confirm, so transactions are not instant. Also, transaction fees could be high for smaller payments. Let's say, for example, you wanted to get a cup of coffee. You could end up spending the same amount in transaction fees for your cup of coffee. And of course, this doesn't make payments using Bitcoin very attractive. But my question is, are you spending your Bitcoin? Now, the Lightning Network attempts to solve these problems. It's one of the first implementations of a multi-party smart contract that uses Bitcoin's built-in scripting. And with that, we're talking about instant payments, scalability, low-cost transactions, cross-blockchain swap. Lightning Network is not new, y'all. Came around since 2016. I'm just choosing to focus on it now because I think we're at a point with everything that's happening in the global economics where it's necessary, not just global, but even specifically in your country, but a lot global, it's necessary to talk about. It's relevant. Just as Bitcoin and cryptocurrency becomes more popular and more people become interested in it, it needs to be talked about. You know, you have so many people in governments, depending on what country you're in, that are against it. And the question is why? Like, specifically in the US, you were put in the position that you were put in because we put you there. Don't forget that. Let's move on. So how does the Lightning Network work? The Lightning Network is dependent upon the blockchain. It uses real Bitcoin blockchain transactions and uses the native smart contract scripting language to create a secure network of participants which are able to transact at high volume and at high speed. Without getting too technical, just simply put, the Lightning Network is a layer 2 payment protocol built on top of the Bitcoin blockchain that enables near instant payment for participants through payment channels. What is a payment channel? A payment channel is an off-chain network that runs parallel to the main blockchain, so it doesn't clog it up. It's being used now. It will continue to be used, maybe not by you, but definitely by those who need it. But here's my question again. Who's really spending their Bitcoin? I mean, we're talking about stored value. We're talking about digital gold, 21 million in existence in a world of over 8 billion people. Are you really spending your Bitcoin? Now, I'm speaking from someone who lives in the United States out of ignorance, but really, I'm not ignorant. Not as someone who lives in another country where they don't even have a bank account. I mean, I can imagine their necessity for use of some form of payment port. I totally understand. Now, let's look at this tweet. I thought this tweet was interesting. Bitcoiners are not spending their Bitcoin. And specifically, his beef is with the Lightning Network and spending. And as you can see, that's his opinion and his choice at the end of the day. I also like the response to the tweet, which was interesting as well. The consideration is for those individuals who live in countries who don't have immediate access to technology for financial transactions. So as you can see, it's quite the conundrum. Honestly, it depends on you only. Depends on your situation, it depends on your environment, depends on your decisions, depends on your choices. There are those who see it as digital gold and will never sell, never. And others who will use it because it's a lifesaver in their connection to the world. You can leverage it in a lot of different ways also. All right, so if you're interested in engaging with the Lightning Network, here are 4 wallets according to securities.io that you can use. Wallet of Satoshi. Hail is one of the best wallets available for the Lightning Network. It's easy to use, it has a simpler interface and provides a high degree of security. Zap Wallet, which is more suitable for advanced users, but is still user-friendly, supports both SegWit and Lightning Network, and allows users to make instant and cheap transactions without having to wait for confirmation. The Zap wallet also offers Strike that allows users to buy Bitcoin on the Lightning Network and links to a debit card for paying Bitcoin bills. Moon offers a seamless experience with only one Bitcoin balance for users to take into account. It allows you to monitor real-time transactions. It's designed to fit complex scripts such as multi-sig, Lightning, and Taproot. Now, Moon does not move on-chain Bitcoin transfers automatically. You have to use a third-party service to deposit and withdraw your Bitcoin from the Lightning Network. And last, Breeze Wallet. Breeze Wallet is specifically designed to work with the Lightning Network. It's open source and includes features like a sleek user interface, digital cash register, podcast player, support for multi-sig transaction, its own marketplace, and advanced security features. There's a lot of options, and it all depends on your use. But another question to consider, ladies and gentlemen, is how has Bitcoin impacted El Salvador? El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender. That's a good question. Comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Did you know Twitter allows users to send and receive Bitcoin tips through the Lightning Network? Did you know as a Twitter user, you can send Bitcoin instantly and for free? I did not know that. But when you know, you know. So what say you? Go ahead and comment below. Are you using your Bitcoin or are you hodling? There are so many pros and cons that I chose not to list because I'm sure anyone who's holding can find a negative and vice versa. But what is fact is in a decentralized system, a person is allowed to spend or hold because it belongs to them. And that, my friend, is freedom. It's your boy, Crypto Rock. All Cryp, Lord none. It's important that we're aware. It's important that we get education. It's important that we know for ourselves so we can make the decisions for ourselves and anyone we're connected to. I'm just trying to make sure all my people are aware. And anybody who is listening to me right now, y'all my people. 3 types of people in this world. Those who watch things happen, those who make things happen, and those who say what happened. Which one are you? Catch y'all on the next one.